Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of this week's Hot Projects, where we take a look at some of the biggest projects on the blockchain right now. If you're brand new to the channel, here is where we're going to do some box openings. We're going to do some updates on games that we've been playing, updates on new games coming up, some dates to put in your calendar to get ready for some NFT drop sales, land sales, things like that. So if you want to keep up to date with content like that, make sure to hit the subscribe button and I will do my best to provide you with good quality content that hopefully along the way we all earn a little bit together as well. Okay, let's get into today's episode. This week has been a very good week. I think we've had some good picks. We've had some good giveaways. $600 worth of B&B we gave away this week. 2 eggs for Moonster's Revenge, which we got in very early on. And 10 pre-sale spots coming up to be given away for Diablo meets Pokemon Soul Chicks. Looking good. So if you want to still enter that, you can still go comment in the section below and put in your competition wallet, and I will do the picks later on this week. Okay, so first we start off with Crabido. These guys reached out to me and I had to get involved with it because it has so much character. I love the designs of their crabs and it gave me Moana vibes. Like everything is shiny, so I was like, this kind of fits. So this is going to give you the ability to mine for currency, loot for currency, and in PvE, defend your treasure. So it's a play to earn idle game initially. Recover the prosperous ancient Crabido kingdom once ruled by Crustaco, king of Crabido. Mine, loot, breed, expand your forces. Earn CRA tokens, so that's the token that this is going to be launching. Now, this is not available yet, but you know, getting early on this. I'm going to be talking about that how to in a minute. By playing and use them to determine the future of your kingdom. There will be mining expeditions, which is the passive gameplay where you can send off 3 crabs to go and mine for treasure. They're at 4-hour intervals, so you can just set it and leave it. But you do have to be aware you will have to defend against people who are trying to steal the treasure that you are mining for. Looting missions is where this comes in. So you'll be able to send a team of 3 Crabido to attack and steal treasure from other players. Now, this will take around an hour to 2.5 hours, depending on how much they put up a fight. The other third way is you can earn through breeding and the Crabido marketplace. So you can breed a powerful crab and then put it on the marketplace and sell that NFT. Now, players are required to have 2 Crabido to be eligible for breeding and sufficient amount of CRA and TUS, which are the 2 forms of currency, to cover the breeding cost. Each Crabido can be bred up to 5 times maximum. Successfully breeding Crabido produces an egg that will take 5 days to hatch into a brand new Crabido, and players can then sell it on the marketplace and make some money that way, or you can recruit them into your growing Crabido army. Finally, in Q1, Crabido will be available on mobile platforms with the release of a new immersive battle game mode. Players will be able to use a team of 3 Crabido to play newly introduced PvE and PvP modes that run on auto battle. Players can watch the exciting battles as they unfold, as their Crabido cast unique skills automatically in claw-to-claw combat. Players will have to strategize for the best lineup and synergy between Crabido. So the skill factor is really going to come in picking the right squad and having powerful Crabido. Getting in early is going to be important because Crabido will have a whitelist allocation event and community bootstrap event where token sales occur, and they're coming right around the corner. So October, don't miss out on their one-off special breeding event where early sporters that buy CRA during the community bootstrap event will get breeding coins, and that can be used to incubate the initial batch of Crabido for free. So this is a little sneak peek into the battle game footage. So you can see these like different individual crabs have a lot of personality. With we've got like a little samurai one with an apple on the back, a pharaoh one, and they'll each come with different abilities that you can use. So some might have better ones, like, I mean, that looks like a pretty deadly attack from Bitcoin Crab. Bitcoin Crab's going to be pretty good, isn't he? And this guy's got laser beams that he can shoot out. So here's the roadmap. At the moment, we're in Q4. Community Bootstrap event will be coming September, October, so it'll be likely this month. Special Crabido breeding event this month as well. Crabido breeding feature October. Crabido marketplace, idle game release. Battle type prototype will be coming in November, and NFT avatars will be December. So this is one to keep a close eye on this month. Like I say, follow the social media so that you get those notifications, and I will update you as well when any changes come out, when we know that that community bootstrap event is there. I recommend, you know, engaging with the social media, like go on Discord and, you know, just chat. get your level up if they have that system, because things like that can help you be selected for it sometimes in certain games. Then going into Q1, we'll have cross-platform PvE campaigns, quests, player levels, Crabido levels, and a private chain L2. Q2 will have land ownership in Crabido. We'll have PvE tower maps, PvP matchmaking, global rankings for campaign, ELO, player levels in June. And then Q3, game item marketplace, game item equipment, game item medals, skill books. Q4, PvP tournaments, PvE, additional content, November, friends list. So just think, if you get in early, getting some really good ones, and then it comes to Q4, you're going to be prepared for those PvP tournaments. And you can do the whole same thing that I do with NFTs. My strategy is buy new NFTs, hope that eventually you're going to get like a really rare one, and then you've got something that you can either play with for big earnings or sell on the secondary marketplace when that comes out. There's a white paper available, so you can look at the real specific details of that, but we have a light paper just to give us some extra details. So this is what you can expect looting missions to look like. We have this map, which it was drawn out by Jesse Morey, one of their artists who's really talented, draws some really good stuff. We have the Crabido game. As we see, there's the looting and the battling feature again. So there's different factions. So we have the Crabs of the Abyss, Crabs of Trench, Children of Ore, Family of Fairies, Machine Corps, and Order of Lux. And I love that each of these will have their own styles to their crabs. So there will be 6 factions and 8 classes in total. Some of those classes you can see specific to the faction that you're involved with. There'll be different breed types. So we'll have Kramun Ra, Ivor, Chief, Bitcoin, Earl Cray, love it. But that shell's great. Crockett, Freshie, and Croctopus. I like Croctopus as well. So they'll have this breeding feature where you'll be using sufficient amount of CRA and TUS to breed them, and then you'll get a pure breed egg and a mixed breed egg. Well, one of those. Here are the tokens: CRA, TUS, which is only obtained through gameplay. You can't actually purchase that on the market. And the token distribution is as follows. And here are the links for the social media. Go check them out, sign up to all of them, follow them so you're ready for that community bootstrap event when it drops. Next up, Theatre Arena, and we're going to be doing an opening in today's video because they had their Genesis mystery box sale, which didn't go very well because, in my opinion, because it got bought up very, very quickly. I mean, it went very well for them, but bots bought it up. I'm pretty sure bots bought it up because it was like 0.1 seconds and they were gone. I didn't manage to pick one up, managed to get one in the secondary market. In my opinion, they need to start adding captures to the mystery box sales that they do on Binance, because bots just buy them up quickly and people miss out on it. But it's not in their interest because they sell them very quickly and then they get sold in the secondary market, so they make money that way. So I don't think it'll change anytime soon. But I was able to pick up one on the secondary market because this is the game that I really want to get involved in. If you're not familiar with it, and what the hell are you doing? It's the biggest MOBA that's going to be releasing in the next couple of months, and the game in the alpha went really, really well, tested very, very positively. Got to play it and it worked. Yeah, it was smooth as hell. They just need to integrate it into the blockchain now and get that right, and then it's going to be big. So I bought a Thetan Genesis mystery box. Now, this contains either a legendary epic or a common ticket. And I'd go to the product description, but it tells you about Metamon eggs. But from what I understand it, it'll give you a ticket to be able to purchase a mystery box, but also give you a special avatar as well. So we have a 1% chance that we will get a legendary ticket. 20%, just less than 20% chance of an epic ticket, and 80% chance at a common ticket. Let's do this. Let's reveal. Come on, legendary, so I can get my Phoenix. Open the box. It's cost me 250. Was it worth it? No. Common ticket. Oh well. So these you can pick up on the in the marketplace already if you want to purchase from these. But they do cost 250 quid on the second market. In my opinion, unless you want the special avatar, it's not worth the mystery box. It'll probably be cheaper when it comes to purchasing some of these boxes via the in-game system. So if you do want the avatar and don't want to risk £250, you can buy one for £96.70, which is the floor price. And you can buy Epic tickets as well. There's no legendary tickets on sale. I don't know if they've not been pulled or people are holding on to them. I know if I got one, I'd be holding on to it. Next up is Devakins, a project that we talked about last week because they had their sale. And that went through with some problems. I purchased a fair amount, probably about 80 worth, and only ended up with 30 originally. I purchased an extra 10 for today's video so that we could do some reveals. I know a few of you have been asking about this and wanted to see what I got. So here's what I got. I managed to pick up a few rares. So the rarity is determined by the background, the frame that they have. 60% chance of being common, 29% of being uncommon, 9% chance rare, 0.49% mythic, and 0.001% I think it is for an eldritch. So really, really rare. But mythic was what we're after, and you know that's 1 in 200 that you're gonna get a mythic in odds if the odds work in your favor. So we have 10 more to reveal, which means only one of these is likely to be. Oh, this one looks quite good. Oh no, fortitude and agility sucks. Damn it. I like the antlers. Nice power there. So if we get all red stats, that's what you're after to get that red frame. Reveal on the next one. Average 29. Next up we've got average stats. I just love this project because I think the artwork on it is awesome. Like each of them look very unique. 34 stat, very close to being a yellow frame, gold frame. We just needed vitality. Damn. Yeah, I've seen so much variation in the way they look. I like the eyes on that. Next up. Oh. Yes. Whoa, this is my best one. This is the best one I've got. 39 stat. Power 10. Boom. Agility 9. Fortitude 6. This is not far off being a red frame, I think. We had fortitude up a bit higher. And my vitality a little bit higher. We've got 3 recessive genes. 1 dominant and 1 co-dominant on the ears. Got the whole like Viking hair with the tattoos on the side. Pretty cool. And she's a little bit freaky in the eyes, but that's okay. Okay, so we got our 1 in 10 that I was expecting. We got a guy with the freakiest earlobes in the world. Next up, this guy. And then our final one. Come on, red. Nah, he sucks. You suck, and you look really freaky. You got really freaky eyes. Freaky. Yep. Okay, so we got our best stat, 39. When compared to our other ones, they were all at 34 or 35, I think. I think this guy looks like Chucky. 36 out of Rugrats. 35, just with weirder eyes. And there's none on this one. This guy really freaks me out. So if you don't know much about Devakins, it is a turn-based RPG blockchain game that is coming, and it's on the Tron network, so you would need a Tron Link wallet to be able to get some currency into that, and then you can purchase via the swap some DVK, which is their token. And I'm going to be doing a bit more of an update on this. We'll take a little bit more detail at the roadmap to see, you know, where this is going. But I always think artwork is a very good place to start in terms of picking a project, because if it's high quality, then it speaks to what their work is like, and maybe when the game comes out, they're going to continue with that. Whereas if it's kind of poor quality, you know, they haven't put as much work into it. They're not investing as much into the game clearly then. So yeah, I'm really excited about the way this project is actually going to go in the future. Okay, so next up we've got to talk about my Dpet, who brought out Season 2 of Boss Battle, which is so much better, a world better than Season 1, which, you know, gas fees were ridiculous. Now it's gasless. You don't have to have any transactions other than, I think, when you're converting your elixir into Dpet. The play to earn feature, it's not great at the moment for people who haven't got a ton of pets. you're going to find it very difficult to earn. I think, yeah, it's got some balancing issues, but it functions and it works, and I'm enjoying it. You know, you don't have to log in for every single boss battle, because eventually basically what's happening at the moment is people are running out of pets, and we're not even beating the bosses on the cardio chain side. The Binance Smart Chain is obviously a lot more busy, and so you can see remaining pets 1,750. You know, that was about 6,000 today. Was that about 14,000 when it first launched? But cardio chain does mean that if you've got a lot of pets on this, you can get basically all of them done in one sitting of one boss battle. I've been committing, by committing some of my best ones at the moment, and you can see I've done my most damage that I've done throughout playing today. Got up to 106, reached my max now for my daily earned elixir, and it puts me on the leaderboard. I'm currently 67th, and I haven't played much because this weekend I've been really busy with my son's birthday, but I reckon I can get top 20, no problem. I think we're about to do some serious damage, which will put us very close to top 20. So here's my pet, right? Can't see the damage anymore because I've already maxed out, but you can see he's like one of the only ones surviving out of these couple. They've been destroyed, right? He's been destroyed now. Well, we got 26. See, obviously, like these 26% chance of doing this attack, he's gonna deal more damage. Therefore, you're gonna get less chance to attack. You do have to have your pet over level 10. And probably a lot higher, like over 13, to survive one of these attacks, which means that committing loads of little pets is very difficult. You can see the remaining pets on the cardio chain. You know, it's done. That round is over now. In my opinion, they do need to leave a little bit shorter period for sign-up round, so that we can commit more pets more quickly. Because otherwise, we're just having to wait for the next round in 2 minutes. Wait for sign up for 2 minutes, then send pets into battle, and it's taking a fair while. So if you want to try and do it in one sitting, the time zones, if you want to battle in every single one, it's not great for my time zone. It's like 3 a.m. that I have to get up to be able to do that, but which I'm not going to do. But you don't need to, because people are running out of pets now. There's less pets being committed, and we're going to see this really drastically reduce come in the next couple of days, because people have still got pets on cooldown for, you know, thinking about my first pets that I committed, they're still on cooldown for about, you know, 5 days still left on it. So when it comes to like 4 days from now, I reckon there's going to be very few pets being committed to this. And that's where, you know, if you're not already highly ranked, you can start to build your rank up. There are more rewards on the Binance Smart Chain because there are more people on it. Makes sense. The rewards are mostly gained, I think, through this leaderboard. The play to earn element, these elixir, it costs, you can convert 5,000 to every 1 Dpet, which you're earning 50 a day max, which would mean 10 days you'd have to get 50 every single day for you to be able to make 1 Dpet. So that's 3 Dpet across the whole of the season per person, if they were managing to actually do that, because I can't do 50 every day. I have tons of pets, but I still don't have enough at that high level and the food to be able to invest in them to be able to do that. So there's definitely some balancing issues that need to be fixed, but for the most part, you know, it's so much better than it was before, and I think it's a really good sign of things to come that the cardio chain have actually released something and it came out successfully. Hopefully they can do this more. I think the issues are still going to be on the blockchain side. Obviously, this battling is gasless because the blockchain integration side is the conversion from Elixir to Dpet. And so it's a lot easier for them to, you know, they've never had problems creating a game. I still think they might have problems with integrating things to the blockchain when it comes to PvP. It's going to be a bit more difficult, but you know, they've always fixed things. It's always made a step in the right direction. We've just had to be very patient for it, but yeah, not too bad. A lot of updates to come, I think, on this one. A lot of changes, but once they've got it really balanced and working, I think this could be a really, really good raid system that they've actually created that more people can enjoy that maybe don't have a ton of pets. I'm hoping to see some more balance in it. Next, I'll talk about sales that are upcoming this week. So we have the Crypto Prophecies NFT sale starting Tuesday, the 12th of October at 12 UTC. Put that in your calendars. Now, I've played this game in beta, so I was one of the beta testers for this. And to be honest, I wasn't that impressed by it. It was very much, it was just kind of like a fancy way of watching a stocks at like 1 minute intervals and betting on whether it's going to go up or down. Now, there was an advantage in that if you had good gear, that if you had a good setup, you could use your special abilities to block your opponent from making trades, block them at certain times, and it could work in theory. It could work. I think I played it in beta, so they may have made some significant improvements since then. They had some holdbacks, they had some changes in management, which meant that they had delays in basically in what they were wanting to do, and but they seem like they're getting moving closer towards this being in proper launch now. So basically, if you're not familiar with the way it works, is work on the blockchain. This is going to be on Matic as well, so you know, cheap gas fees. But basically, you will stake TCP, which is their token, and this is a token that is done pretty well and is currently available on KuCoin. So you know, it's got some reputable central exchanges that it's on, and you will bet TCP against the opponent that you're going to beat them, and there will be 10 rounds if it's the same as it was before, and to each round you bet on whether it's going to go up or down, and along the way you clock up points depending on when you make the bet. So if you make the bet really soon, you'll get more points if you win, but obviously there's a bit more risk because things could change in that time. If you make it like last minute, you'll get very few points, but you might get more accuracy and get more wins that way. So there is a bit of strategy and skill to it. If you know the markets, there's a little bit more, but it's something to keep on your radar. With any game, I always think getting an NFT sale anyway, because depending on how well this is going to do, if you do get a chance to get the highest rarity to legendary, then you're probably going to be able to sell it on markets for a lot more when it comes out. And if you do get it, it might give you a huge advantage in the gameplay when that comes out. It might be that you're able to block people from making trades for a longer period, maybe make them miss a complete go. Giving you the advantage means that you win more often. And you know, I don't know if there's going to be a limit to how much you can stake, but in beta there were different tiers of, you know, you could stake a little bit more, and quite a lot. So yeah, I think it's something to keep your eye on, and definitely I'll be getting involved in the sale when that happens. Another sale that will be going on this week is the Ember Sword Community Land sale that will be happening on the 14th of October. So if you have signed up for that, then make sure to put that in your calendars so you don't miss out on that. It will be a sandbox MMO RPG with endgame content, immersive storyline, professions and skills. I think this is going to be a big game. It's currently on the Ethereum network, I believe, which, you know, I'm not a fan of, but you can buy a variety of different plots at different prices. We see $80,000 for a city if you want to buy them. These sold out pretty fast when the first sale came around. I was in on that and didn't get it in time. I think there was a few bugs in making it work, but yeah, I'm going to try hopefully get in on this one. So at least at the very base, I've got a plot. I'll probably try and pick up a settlement if possible. Next up, not a sale, but Pepperpalooza Pass will be airdropped to all Pepper owners on October the 20th. This is an exclusive collectible NFT that you automatically earn for owning Peppers. So you can get passive earnings from owning one of these. They've been really kind, and they said they'd give us a gold pass free of charge. They didn't ask for a video. They just said it would be a nice, highly appreciated if we did that. So yeah, here it is. Go and purchase a Pepper if you want to get in on that. There is currently a floor price of 0.06 on the Ethereum network, OpenSea. You can go and check that out. I'll put the link to that in the description below. I've got mine, still holding it. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how much these passive earnings will be. Yeah, so go check it out if you're interested in that. Now let's talk about some of the projects that we've covered in the past week to think about earnings. Bombercoin is still being a earner for me. The rewards have reduced, as you would expect with any game at the moment, to maintain a stable economy. Now the price looks like it's holding and going up. The problem is you can't claim it yet. So what's going to happen is when we can claim, there's going to be a big big drop in people selling off potentially, or they might use it to buy heroes because they've upped the cap from 50 heroes to beyond that. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. If they manage to like use this period of not claiming, being able to claim as a way to build the PvP or PvE, if they drop it at the right time when they allow the claim button to open, people will be more likely to reinvest in more heroes. But they've got to work fast to get that out, because I'm all about the PvP. The PvE, the automatic game that they have, not going to be enough to draw people in, I think, to maintain buying heroes and trying to get really good ones. But PvP in this would be insane, so let's hope that they manage to pull that off. Next up, we got Moose to Revenge, which is still looking like a fairly good earner at the moment. If you bought in very right at the very beginning, it had a massive pump. Did you guys just like go out and buy this? Because it pumped so heavily after the video released. But, you know, it's still above where we got in at. It has come down a considerable amount. I think they need to maybe look at balancing the economy, because maintaining this is going to be an important factor. If you start paying out the same rewards and you don't change it, then you're going to see a lot more sell-offs. They do have a limited supply of eggs, which I think is probably the best thing about it. That's going to make, in the long run, these become more rare and increase more spend on the markets. So we'll see how it works out. But yeah, still getting some earnings from that. 38, and had some sell-offs to be able to make some profit. For return of interest, I think I'll gain a return of interest now, just about. Yeah, did you guys just buy this after the after I put a video out on it? But we just, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy of like, if it pumps after new videos like this, when new coins have just come out, then people are going to be more likely to do it the next time I put a video out on this, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It pumped up 141%. And then some after that, all the way up to 10 cents. Crazy. So yeah, we're still earning something on that. The hero is still an earner for me. I got in at $1.30, so it's still sitting whereabouts I was. And look at, I mean, I've been selling off my yields, buying a bit to buy the special packs. But yeah, still holding fairly good. Thetan Gem is holding very steady. You know, it's probably one of the most horizontal action prices you'll see. Monster Infinite, we saw a big pump recently. It's coming back down a bit. It went down to, wow, a massive 2.58. It would have been a good buyback to make some profit there. So I think that'll hover around $3, hopefully a little bit more. If it stays at that, that's good. Still in Wanaka Farm. Picked a bit of Revomon up at 25 cents. Making some profit on that, which is looking good. I think that is a very good long-term project. If you are wanting something that I think will go to $1, it's been there before. Revomon's a good bet. My DeFi bet, I picked up a couple of tokens of that to do some upgrades. Project Quantum, which we bought $150, I think I bought £100 worth of this, is looking like a very good long hold. So, you know, some of these, by the way, some of these videos I will do and I will buy, you know, in video, and they will pump. But if I believe in a project, I won't sell off. Some of them, I'm a trader. I have to make some sell-offs at the right point. But if I think it's it's a continuous, good long-term project, I'll hold. And Qubit's one of those, definitely. Project Quantum, planning to be a AAA title. Outside of that, I think there are some interesting prices and some of the popular games we've played. Etna's come right down, but isn't really doing enough at the moment. Plant vs. Undead holding around $3. We have Step Hero sitting at 1.1, not really doing much. Coinery Token is just tanking every single day. Farah did a massive pump. You know, I've talked about this and covered it in videos before, and I managed to actually do a good buy on Farland. Bought there, sold at the pump, and then it's come back down, and I might buy back in because I need some to be able to give experience to my characters. But I actually made a fairly good trade on this one. I saw it at the peak. Farah is the one that I think has a lot of potential in the long run because they're going to have a launch pad. So holding Farah is going to be very important. And if you buy it, if the launch pad comes out and they're launching a really good game, this price is going to go up. It's going to go up to $10, I think. So you know, another potential good long-term hold. Maybe I'm waiting for about $3. If it comes down to that, that's when I'm going to try and buy back in, I think. Okay, well, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.